It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon, yeah? Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. How do I breathe without you? I'm feeling so cold. I'll be waiting right here for you till the day you're home. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. So let the light guide your way, yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it.
Alright, so first of all, congratulations on all the people that are leaving.
You mean graduating?
Yeah, congratulations to all the people who are graduating.
Not leaving, yeah, graduating.
Yes, graduating.
If you're not getting a degree, we're sorry.
Good
Sahel was very insensitive right there.
I would like to thank Fahd for being the good pre-health mentor that he was for me. He helped me out a lot, and I'm going to miss that next year. I also want to thank Amal, who's my regular mentor. He's like the funniest guy ever, and whenever I see him, I always smile and laugh.
So as you know, I didn't like you when I first met you. I put my headphones in, I didn't want to talk to you, which I don't normally do with anyone, if you know me at all. But I thought you were a tool. But you're still a tool, but not in the way that I thought you were. I think that I never give you enough credit, at least to your face, so I'm just gonna do it publicly and embarrass you in front of everyone. You've been there for me through a lot, whether I've asked you, whether I haven't. I remember studying in Palladium last year during finals, and you noticed that something was wrong, and you were the only, not the only person, but you were the first person to notice that something was wrong, which meant a lot to me, and you took me out of where we were studying and talked to me, and I don't think you know how much that really, really meant to me. So thank you for that, and obviously thank you for being one of my closest friends.
People I'm going to miss the most who are graduating are definitely Risa and Ali Track. Risa, I've known you since high school, and I'm going to be so sad to see you leave, but I'm so excited for your new chapter in life and your new adventure. I can't wait to hear all about it. Ali, you have been a big brother to me since I came to NYU as a freshman, and I'm going to miss you so incredibly much. And I wish you guys the best of luck with everything. Love you lots.
Jimmy. Let's talk about Jimmy. When I first met Jimmy, he was like the quietest person. Came to class, sat down, went home. That's it. Then we met at the pool table. He was decent. Not at my level though. You know, he's always jealous he couldn't beat me. And then we got close together, started hanging out, took classes together, got lunch together, and then now Jimmy just exploded. Jimmy's all over the place. He's after old girls. He's after everyone's Bobby. After college, he's starting his own love guru business. Don't go to Shadi.com. Just call Jimmy. He'll find you the perfect Bobby. He'll find you the perfect bride. Anything. He got you. Jimmy.
There's so many people I'm going to miss. Where can I even begin with that? I think I'll start with Amal. Amal, you're someone who I find like has so much to give. You've been one of the people who's brought so much joy to so many people at the IC, and I feel like my wish for you is that you get that same level of joy back to you, multiplied so many times because you deserve it.
Mahin, she's my sister. She's literally my best friend. Her going back to Pakistan is probably the biggest loss I've ever had in my life. I don't know how I'm going to deal with her being so far. She's lovely and amazing. Really one of the closest people I've ever met in my life, and she really is always there for me, and I always thank her for everything she's done for me and all the beautiful memories we've had together here. Amara and Sarah Bahrain, they're also my other sisters. They are people I can just always have fun with, always enjoy hanging out with. People who are always there for me when I need them, and people who always know how to give me back up when I'm down. Without them, next year is going to be really crazy, especially Sarah, who's going back to Bahrain. You know, Lord knows what takes her, but no, it's going to be kind of weird not having her here.
Nimra Galani, Sara Yas, and Aisha Chaudhary. And it's interesting because like Nimra and I have started the IC since like my freshman day one, but like we would come to the IC and we'd like eat in like a corner of the IC, or like not a corner, but like, you know, inside a classroom or something, because we had no idea what the IC was. And then like I lost Nimra for a year, but then she came back, and subhanAllah, like I'm very blessed to have known her from home and be friends with her there, and then got even closer to her, so she was like my big sister while I was here, I guess. And so Sarah Yas and I did much together, and I didn't know her very well prior to much, but she was just like this really like cool, always in a blazer junior, and she was just like very incredible and very profound, and getting to know her like was incredible and like humbling as well. And she's always thoughtful, and every time I sit down with her, like, life will be fine, but I will always like regurgitate my entire life story that I didn't even know like was on my mind or whatever. And so I love Sarah Yas for always like bringing out the real me.
But Faizan is a very nice guy, a very good brother, mashallah. He's also our president, our sheikh, our nerd, the nerd of CBD, I guess. And thank you for everything that you did for us, and especially the MSA, and thank you for giving me all your exams, so you know I got a chance to pass all my CBD courses. And I wish you all the best in your future, and you know, may Allah bless you with a very good job and a very good life, inshallah. Asalamualaikum.
Mahin, keep sipping on that chai. I love you, you're so cute. I definitely want to see you around post-graduation.
Shout out to the best RA ever, Jafar Naqvi.
Asad, we have a very interesting friendship because we kind of like, you kind of taunt me sometimes and I just kind of take it. I remember when I first met you, you invited me to like this RA event you were having at Loft to see this like Bollywood film, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. I never came, but we're still friends, so I guess that says something. I'm really gonna miss our Snapchat conversations. There's so many times I wish I screenshotted some of them to embarrass you. Never really worked out. And I'm really gonna miss watching you eat burritos and making fun of you for it. So yeah.
Asad, I know our relationship consists of us making fun of each other, or mostly you making fun of me, but for some reason I'm actually gonna miss that next year because you're probably the only person in the world who would ever do that to me. And also I'm gonna miss Snapchats of your niece, so you should keep sending me those.
Our freshman year would not have been the same without a lot of people. So we sat on the floor like 5 minutes ago, and with her phone made a list of every senior that we think has made an impact on us. So we'd like to thank Shathi and her killer advice,
Jaffer and all his help with my pre-health advising,
Arman and his prank calls
and his adventures, Nimra for planning my dholki,
and for having Jersey Pride with me,
Sahib for taking the time to get to know us,
and for being my fake/real bhai sahab,
Amul for always making us laugh, and Saif for being the best MSA president
and shining star.
Asad, try not to make too many sexist jokes. And you might just make a good one somewhere in there if you stick to that. But no, I see you doing great things, and I want to see you be successful and go on and be a doctor.
I'd like to give a shout out to Amara, Sanya, Sarah, Bahrain, Zoha. Some of my closest girlfriends have been people I met kind of through the IC, except Sanya. Sanya I've known for too long. We went to high school together. Besides that, I have my cousin Asad, who has been like a brother to me, and his friends became my best friends, and I'm really happy to have had Amul, Fad, Jaffer, and you guys have been like some of my closest friends throughout.
Adkan, we talked about you last year, and here you are. Just leave already. Just kidding. Sad, I'm really looking forward to doing your emails again next year. So even though you're going to be gone, your emails will still be here. And it was really nice as a freshman to know that, like, even though I walked in the IC and even if I was awkward, like, you'd always be there to say hi. So you're always there. Thanks. And Zohaib, you're not really leaving, but thanks for being, like, contagious. Like, it sounds... No, let's go with contagious. Like, there's like 4 or 5 other Zohaibs walking around now. And there's like a new phrase or something every week, and it gets really confusing. But yeah, thanks for not leaving and for leaving your people behind. And Nimra called me cool once. I still think about it. That's a true story, actually. But it is a true story. Yeah, no, you do. You told me about that. But yeah, she's walked in. Nimra, you've walked in on almost every senior formal/video thing we planned this year, and you're outside looking at us right now. But thanks for planning Zenith's Dolki and for answering every stupid pre-med question I threw at you this year. It was really nice. And Saif, I don't know whether to talk to you or to the camera, but thanks for being such a great president and for being here with us this year. I really don't think like the IC would have been the same if you hadn't been with us this year.
Assalamualaikum. I just want to first and foremost want to say congratulations to everybody. But for Muna, I have to say I am so proud of you. Words cannot begin to explain how proud everyone is of your accomplishments, and I wish you all the best.
Muna, you have to be one of the most incredibly hardworking, creative people I know. Like, I remember last year we worked together on board. You were coming up with crazy broomstick ideas on chairs, and everyone's just looking at you like, what is wrong with you? But you made those ideas come alive, and it was one of the most incredible things I've seen. And you just have this really amazing positive energy that makes people like want to work with you and get things done. And you're gonna be missed like a lot, and I can't believe you're moving. I'm gonna miss seeing you at Therawi, but it's okay. I'm sure your mom will tell me about the amazing things you're going to have to do. So may Allah like bless you with all the goodness in this world and the next, inshallah.
Yeah. Also, you're awesome.
Also is so awesome. Yeah. Who else did we get close to near the end?
The club meetings at Bob's, who were they with?
Oh, okay.
The club meetings at Bob's were a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
Hi, I want to talk about Kanath. Kanath is so amazing. She's really strong-willed, and she knows how to care about the people around her. And it's you can see it from how well she does the Women's Initiative events. She just makes sure that everyone there is benefiting from the event. One time I was trying to see like what was going on and like just trying to facilitate some of the food stuff there, and she was like, you know what, Tassina, like don't worry about that, like come in and listen. There was a doctor there that was talking about women's health, and she was just like, you know what, come in and listen and just don't like worry about the little things. And it was amazing because, you know, it showed how much she cared about the people around her. She makes these she organizes programs for the Women's Initiative so the people at the IC can really benefit from them. And it's just amazing, the work she does.
Emil. And I owe you a lot of credit, Emil, because you're one of the big reasons I'm at the IC. I remember I met you at the welcome back dinner my sophomore fall. And when I first met you, it was really weird because you asked me what major I was and I told you I was English and bio, and you were just like, oh yeah? Well, I'm neuroscience and creative writing. It kind of set a really weird tone for a friendship because I thought you hated me, but I turned out to be wrong because I remember every time I'd be at the IC, I was pretty shy in the beginning, so I would never go up and introduce myself, but you would always bring people up to me, and not only did you introduce me to them, but like you did all of my talking for me, so I basically just kind of sat there and let you do all the talking. But thank you for being my spokesperson, so to speak, and I'm really gonna miss you.
Well, I have a similar story as Liba. I remember when one of the first times I came to the IC was sophomore year for Khalid's birthday, and I was sitting by myself because I was too shy to talk to anyone. And you came over to me and were like, why do you look so lonely? And then you started talking to me, and I just really admire that quality value, that you're so inclusive and you make everyone feel comfortable.
Todd, I want to thank you. I feel like I haven't thanked you enough for like so many times that you helped me, and like because I'm a very nervous person, I tend to take on way too much stress, and you helped me in so many ways with that. So thank you for that.
Amara, she's my mentor. We don't even have the same interests. We're completely different, but everybody wishes for a big sister, and she became my big sister last semester, and I've poured out all my emotions to her, and she's just responded in the best ways possible. I'm upset that she's leaving, but she's always going to be around. She's going to be in Colombia, which is amazing. I just want her to know that she's going to be successful in life, and inshallah we will get to spend more time together and get to know each other on a better basis. I love you, Amara.
Muna is my girl, and I love her so much. She's so creative, she's just out there, and she's such an inspiration for all of us women in every way. And Fezan, I'm sorry I'm a creep. You're really nice to me. Thank you for being such an excellent president. You're so hardworking. You're such a good person, and I'll miss all of you so much. Inshallah, you'll have a good job, a good future, and I'll miss you very much.
Jafar, I wish we got to spend more time together, but like you're so studious, mashallah, and I wish I were like you. But I remember the few moments that we spent together. You used to study in senior house, and like we always got to talk. I think one of my favorite memories with you, which it should not be my favorite by far, but I remember we were taking an Orgo 2 test together, and when we finished the test, I think we both did pretty badly because we turned around and gave each other a really bad look. But it's one of my favorite memories because I think failing together is some good bonding.
Jaffer, I'm gonna definitely miss studying in senior house with you and bonding over Orgo and our RA experiences together, so I hope we keep in touch in the future.
Hey guys, seniors, I'm gonna miss you guys so much, especially some other people like Nimra, our triangular dates. Yeah, don't replace me. And Sohaib and Arman, how are you boys? Sorry, kidding. I'm gonna miss Sohaib rolling on the floor so that the janitors don't need to clean it. Like that's his main purpose actually. And Arman and his weird prank calls, which are a total fail. But yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys a lot, and all the other seniors. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Sarah Bahrain, or Sarah, since I'm not graduating in your class, there won't be any confusion. But thank you for being my ratchet hijabi sister. I've had so much fun with you and so many bonding experiences with you. I remember every late night talk, every talk we've had, and Think Coffee in the park, you sleeping over at my place. It's been an amazing, amazing ride with you, and I want you to know that I do really, really love you, and I'm going to miss you so much when you go back to Bahrain, but I swear to God, I'm coming in February. We're gonna go hiking in Oman. It's gonna be amazing, and I want you to know that never, or at least I don't plan on losing touch with you. ever, because you do mean so much to me.
Saad Khan, thank you for always being there for me whenever I needed any help, whether it was anything personal, math related. You were always like a big brother to me, and I really appreciate that. I felt bad I couldn't make a video for you last year, but so I'm making, thank God you graduated again. So this is my chance to. I hope you always stay in touch, and good luck in your next school. And Jordan, if you're there, thank you again for everything, for making 4th Floor G Castle so fun, teaching me so much about Christianity. You were a founder for much, and I'm going to try my best with Fatima to keep your legacy going. Thank you so much.
This is the IC Sentimental video, right? So this is my advice from my experience with the IC to current sophomores, current freshmen, and people who might watch this coming in, is that if you want to get everything out of the IC that you potentially can get, then never never not forget someone. Like never just like judge someone off like their first impression, off your first impression of them, cause like you might like get a lot out of them. And always, this is like the worst word.
No, keep going.
No, don't put this in, because I'm gonna.
No, that was really good.
This is really good. Just like everybody has something to offer, right?
Yeah.
And when everybody together offers what they can offer, the IC becomes like a really beautiful place.
I agree.
Just remember that.
Can you not do that in the college voice?
Nah.
Yes!
I think one thing, I just want to do something once, like without like having it be done in the college voice. I feel like
Joffrey, she graduated this December, so I haven't been able to see her that much this semester, but she's definitely a big part of my like NYU IC experience. I first met her in Orgo. We weren't that close when I was taking Orgo 1, and it's really funny because she came up to me once at the IC on a sofa, and she's just like, oh yeah, like how did you think the Orgo test was? And I had no idea who she was, so I'm just like, I think it was good. Who are you? She kind of got offended because she's like, I introduced myself once to in an elevator. So that was the start of our friendship. But it's been an amazing friendship. She taunts me. She teases me. I drink iced coffee in the winter. She never lets me forget it. But she's a really amazing friend. We've studied together. I've shared some of my like problems with her. She's such a good person to go to, and whenever I talk to her, she really makes me feel better about myself and better about whatever situation I'm in. And you know, I never give her enough credit because we're too busy like making fun of each other, but I really, really miss her, and she's a really amazing friend. Yeah.
I think, well, first of all, I'm a senior, but I'm coming back for an extra year, so haha, got you guys. But I think that sort of definitely the most transformative event that happened here for me was my Umrah trip. Not only was it like really personally transforming, but being able to go through that with, you know, 25 people that go here. Like I have a connection to people here that I honestly never thought I'd have, to people anywhere. And I think the one piece of advice I'd give is everyone should go on that trip. And what it means to you is intensely personal. It doesn't have to be sort of an outward experience, but for me it was a really, really transformative inward experience. I definitely made friends here that like, you know, if I had to be on their couch at 3 a.m. in 20 years, like I definitely know I could call them and they would be there for me.
Shati was the first friend I ever had in my life. And it's really funny because a lot of times when I introduce her to my other friends, they'll be like, what? Your first friend was in college? You had no friends your whole life? But like, no, we've been friends since we were babies. And it's really nice that we got to spend NYU together in MSA, in BSA. It's been an amazing ride, and I'm definitely going to miss Shati so much. She's been like the older sister I never had. She gives me tips for LSATs, and our brothers are friends too, and our parents are friends, so I know that even though she'll leave NYU, we'll still have this bond because it was created when we were babies, and it'll last for a lifetime and more, inshallah.
I met Bara'a
on the first Fried Chicken Friday that I came to the IC, so we bonded over chicken, and I feel like that was a good representation of our friendship, because all it was filled with dancing and food and having fun, and she's probably the most fun person I've ever met in my whole life, and she's so funny, so congratulations to Bara'a on graduating. Karima, I actually met through Bara'a, and we bonded over soccer, even though I don't really know anything about soccer, but she's like crazy about it. Jane Austen and Doctor Who, so super excited to have met her because now I have another nerd I can hang out with all the time. Not that she's nerdy, she's awesome, she's classy. And Emily, we got close after Umrah last year, and then we worked together on the MGSG board, and she's always super funny and nice and sweet, and I wish her the best, and congratulations to all 3 people who are graduating. I'm so glad to have met them, and I'm gonna lose some really great friends this year because you're going off to do better and greater things.
Sarah, Zira, I'm definitely coming to Bahrain.
I just feel like there's not words to describe how much I love the Islamic Center in like all the different capacities.
Yeah.
But the underclassmen this year especially, I feel like I've gotten really close to. Especially some of the poly guys, because they were never around before, but I guess after you get over the freshman year poly isolation, you start venturing to main campus. And there's just a really good group of people, so I think that the IC has a lot of good, it's resting on good shoulders as us seniors are leaving it behind, which is good. It's good to see, and I hope, yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be good leadership, and I hope that people feel more involved and welcomed. People don't feel like they can't be part of the community, because you definitely can. I mean, if I can be a part of the community is obviously very welcoming and is open to taking people in if people are willing to want to enter into it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm so sad to leave. I don't want to leave.
Hi Zohaib. I won't ever forget the day we met at Patsy's, and you were just laughing crazy about a joke that I didn't even intend on making. But you're cool, so yay. Hi Nimra, thank you so much for everything you've done with pre-health mentorship. There was an amazing idea. It was very helpful, it was very useful. I wish the best of luck, and you will be very missed. You were an amazing person, and I hope more people can find that.
So we met in September, a little bit before my birthday, and Bonnie always brings us up how I was like the only person who've ever asked for their number. Go you. Flirt. But that's something that I never truly appreciated until I got to know you. And I'm incredibly grateful that you did that back in September, because we became super close, and I honestly can't imagine how the last year and a half, or I guess longer than that, of my life would have been without you. So thanks for being a true player and asking for my number in September.
Hi Asad, thank you very much for being an amazing mentor. You have guided me so much. You helped me think about study abroad, even though that wasn't exactly my plan. And you have guided me on the right track. Thank you so much, and good luck in med school.
But I remember during my freshman year, I went to some poly MSA events because, you know, I wanted to be a good friend to my friend Tessina, since there weren't a lot of girls at poly. Now there are, who around the world, girls. Okay, sorry. And I remember I became friends with Sorab there, and Sorab, he told me he was Bengali, and I really refused to believe he was Bengali, because firstly, it's not a Bengali name. Also, he's like, to be honest, he's like team light skin, and that's like not really Bengali. So yeah, but anyways, throughout the years, Sorab and I have become really good friends. We share a Bengali heritage, we share a Muslim identity, so I'm friends with him in MSA and BSA. And I know that even after NYU's over, we'll still be friends because, come on, we're both fabulous. Like, what do you expect?
Congratulations, my Muslim brothers and sisters. We have made it to the end. I wish you well, and I hope that you remember me. Assalamualaikum.
Jaffer, I know that you and I are very close, but I really like, you're like my second musical soulmate. Emma was always like my first, but I don't know, just your like random, like sending me musical links or sending me something that you know, like make me laugh for whatever reason, and you even being, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but you were kind of a little bit of my support system while I was studying for the MCAT, and that's something that I also won't forget. So I just want to say congrats to all of you, and that I love you all so, so much, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna miss you guys.
Raisa is someone that I look up to basically as an older sister. She is calm, cool, collected. She knows everything. And I was so proud of her when she got into Harvard Law. I know she's gonna do great things. She is someone who has talked me through the most awkward of situations, and she always has advice, and she always knows what to say to, you know, like stop me from freaking out, and I think it's the best thing.
I met Nimra my sophomore year, and we didn't really talk much, but it was really sweet because whenever I'd be sitting next to her at ICFTARs or like I would see her, she would always come up to me and talk to me. And she was always really concerned for me in a really loving and kind of sisterly way. She would always talk to me about pre-med and always make sure I was on the right track. And even now, like, if I have a question about pre-med, I'm definitely going to Nimra, and she always has the best answers. So thank you for looking out.
Nimra, I'll definitely miss our weekly Monday lunches, and one of my biggest regrets of college is not meeting you sooner, because you're one of my closest friends and we became close so quickly, and I really hope, inshallah, that we end up going to med school together in Jersey.
This is for Abdurrahman Ahmed, the person who I've been honored and blessed to call my brother. I've known him since we were kids, and he was always the best role model, the best person to be around, to study with, to play karate with, to work in an organization with, whatever. He's the best person I know. And he's the type of person to come through whenever, wherever the circumstances. He could drop you off the airport at 12:30 in the morning. He can come through whenever you need him to, and I love him so much, and I wish him a lifetime of success. And thank you.
Amal, another person who I didn't really like when I first met. That's because you were commuting last year and like super stressed every time you were on campus. I'm pretty sure like my first, second, third, 25th impressions of you were that you were like the most stressed out person on the face of the planet. But obviously that's not true unless it's like finals and you're procrastinating because you're stupid, but whatever. Thank you for always putting a smile on my face and being amazing, especially like I told you, like the last couple of months has really, really meant a lot to me, with how much, I guess, care and like love I felt from you. And I just want you to know that it's reciprocated 100%, and you should know that by like me even doing this right now, because you know I don't like to be emotional, especially voicing it out loud. It's text, letter, or nothing, but you know, congratulations.
Hey guys, we're all gonna miss you very much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you a lot, Nimra. That's someone else I got really close with near the end. I'm saying near the end because I felt like I spent my first semester with Zohib and Saif.
Guys, this is my 5th year doing this. So I'm just congratulating another class that's graduating ahead of me.
We're gonna miss you all so much.
We're gonna miss you guys. I'm
Including
part of this class.
Yeah.
So I just want to say to all the seniors out there, class of 2014 is definitely better. But I'll miss you guys. I love you guys, and inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant us all heaven.
I mean, Aisha Chaudhry was just like so fascinating as a person. I remember like when I first met Sarah, Aisha. They like joined at the hip basically. They're so great. I like didn't like Aisha because she was just so like quiet and like never smiled when I smiled at her, and I had no idea like who this chick was, right? And then through Sarah, like I got to know Aisha a bit more, and then we took this class with this crazy Italian professor, me and Aisha, and I should always be called Asia, and so now I call Aisha Asia sometimes. And alhamdulillah, like 3 incredible seniors, and of course just the senior class in general, they've been so great to all of us. So it's been really real, so it's gonna be very sad when they're gone.
I don't know how things would have gotten done without Zohib this year for MSA. He literally was the first person to hit us up whenever we had to organize events. He wanted to know what room, he booked the rooms, and then he worked out all the nitty-gritty stuff. And we just had to show up because he basically did so much of the work. And it's so amazing because he does the work because he cares so much about everyone around him. And he doesn't want sure to be just us making decisions. He wants us to just look out for the people of the MSA. He wants to make sure that everyone around him is happy. And it's so amazing because I really look up to him as a mentor. He doesn't know this, but now he does.
Okay, yeah, Mahin. So you were one of the first people I met when I was coming to NYU. I met you when you were a freshman and had those like really, really cool bangs. And I thought you were a senior at the time, which is really awkward, but because you were a freshman. But yeah, so like I really enjoyed all the times that we had like chai together, and I know I sound like an auntie right now, so I'm gonna stop. But also Sarah, you were like my savior during Welcome Week because I was like crying the day before. I had like no friends, and then I met you, and you took me to Kmart, and it was beautiful, even though we only went to Kmart. But then you took me to a Bridges event. Well, tricked me to go to a Bridges event, and I met these two who are my best friends now. So thank you so much, both of you. For being so incredible. I'm really gonna miss you, but I will be coming to your weddings, so make sure you send me an invite.
Shout out to Sarah for being why this exists.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Sarah.
Yo, let's talk about who we're gonna miss. I miss that guy. I miss that guy.
Yeah, big time.
Miss this girl.
Yeah, for real.
Miss that guy.
I'm gonna miss just this like little setup we have here with like, you know, everyone is sitting around. We just talk about like random things, I guess. And between classes, people come, people leave. There are like times where it's completely empty, times where it's like filled with only IC people.
Yeah,
that's like the cool part.
I'm gonna cry.
This is awkward. I have something I want to say, I just don't know how to say it yet.
I really am happy that I got the time at Umrah with like Asad, Amal, and Fad. And sorry if I forgot anyone else. And yeah, I mean, like I'm really gonna miss the guys graduating this year. Like shout out to like Jordan, Sarah, Aisha, anyone I may have missed. But Arman also. Yeah, Zohaib, Safe, etc. But yeah. Love all you guys.
Hi, Farshiba. I know this is your last year, so goodbye from NYU. And like, you've been a great part of like how I've settled in here. Thank you for your guidance. And like I don't know how I would have coped if I didn't have you as my mentor.
Hi Zohaib. I'll miss you a lot. My only regret about meeting you is that like we didn't hang out enough. Shut up. And then yeah, I loved Relay for Life. That was a lot of fun. You were really weird, and that's when I realized we can be friends because you're just as weird as I am. And yeah.
Some of the underclassmen I've grown very fond of, Risham, Hina, and Mihad, who's probably been one of my closest friends throughout, especially this year. And thank you for putting up with everything with me. And I know I've given you a lot to put up with, but thank you for being there. And honestly, everyone in the IC, everyone who's been a part of my experience here, thank you so much. And you've made it a great experience. And all the seniors, I wish you good luck. And we're gonna do great things in life. And I hope we stay in touch. And even if we don't, like, you know, you can always come back.
Hi, Shati. So Shati's my only mentor. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna be really hard to live up to because Shati's the best mentor. Not to throw shade at everyone else, but I've really, like, she's taken the time to get to know me, and she's really great. Like, she helped me out in so many of my classes, and I'm really, really happy. And I'm really sad she's leaving, but she's gonna kick butt at Emory, so I'm really excited.
So Shati knows who her first and best mentee was, and it was me. Yay! I'm kidding.
She passed the torch.
So I love you, Shati. You're so great. I don't know what BSA would have been without you. I don't know, like, how I would have gone through the whole politics as a subject and everything without you. Like, you're such a wonderful soul. You're just so helpful all the time, and you're just so cute, and you dress so nicely. I love you so much. I'm so sad you're gonna leave. Bye. Oh, bye, Shati.
Asalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We miss you guys.
So tired.
I don't know, like yesterday Zoheb asked me to fill out the survey with like feedback about the MSA and stuff, so I guess I was thinking more about this. And just the fact that like there's so many shifts that always happen at the IC, like over time, the people change as they like over the years, new people come in, old people leave. And I think the best quality like about the IC is like its inclusiveness and how like every type of person, regardless of like where you are like Islamically, can definitely fit in, and I love that. Especially because like I know so many other people from other MSAs and that might not necessarily be the case there, so I think that's so cool. I don't really have advice necessarily because I feel like I don't know what I could say. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think more about like anything that I would tell other like underclassmen. Just like get more people who like you think would benefit from being here, I guess. Like reach out more and like encourage them to come in, because this would be like the best experience you would have at NYU. I think it's what makes it worth it. So for me especially, definitely it like increased my experience at NYU by like 5,000% easily. So yeah.
So safe. What do I have to say about you? I have a lot to say. So you are one of those people where every time I see them, I instantly get super, super happy. I don't know how you have that effect on, I guess, anyone. It's truly, truly amazing. And you care so much about everyone. Like, I don't even understand. I thought I cared a lot about a lot of people, not to sound like a jerk, but you have infinite love for so many people, and that's something that I can never wrap my mind around. It's something that I wish I could kind of learn from you. And I absolutely love that about you. And I know you're not graduating this year, but I feel like it's not right to have you be doing all of this stuff, and like, you're basically part of this class. So I just want to let you know how much I really appreciate your presence and your being, and I don't know, I love you, homie. But yeah, have a good year next year.
This class, 2014, has a lot of brothers and sisters of mine, a lot of family of mine that are departing. People like my brothers Murad, Asad, Amil, Jafar, Fad. They're all the reasons I stayed here in the IC and came here in the first place. And they've been really opening to me and offering me great advice as a freshman and much younger to them. And ever till now, they're still teaching me things and showing me the ways around NYU and the IC. And I'm forever indebted to them.
It hurts for me to say goodbye, because now here's a group that's, leaving my life in essence, and it's one, that has benefited me in ways that I'm only beginning to realize. So I only pray that, Allah allows for you to continue to benefit those around you, and even just by your presence, because it's unspeakable the impact that you can have just by sharing that same faith. Sharing that same core belief. So I do hope you guys have a wonderful, successful, inshallah, immensely bountiful future rest of your lives. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope formal's going well. Okay? Alrighty. Assalamualaikum.
Saad, I wish you the best of luck in med school.
Yeah. Don't play Smash all the time. I don't think you'll have the time to do that in med school.
Congrats.
Zoheb?
Upperclassmen like you.
How are you doing, Zoheb? You are the most entertaining person I've met this entire year. Arman, yeah. Arman.
Oh man.
Okay, let's move on to safe.
No, Arman, I always appreciate all the stuff you have to say. Like,
ooh, yeah.
You're a really funny guy, and like you always make me laugh, and then out of nowhere you just come up with this really serious and like deep thought.
At 3 a.m. Like always, it's at 3 a.m. for some reason.
And then you dispel it right away.
It's really it's beneficial, but yeah.
Yeah. you have like really like interesting moments of like wisdom that are like really important to us, and we've really appreciated them. Also, you're really good at basketball, so we should play more.
I love playing basketball with you.
Also, I still think you're a freshman at heart.
Also, I think you're soulless for doing business, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
I also think that, sort of to the underclassmen, what I would really recommend is like really make friendships with the upperclassmen, because a lot of those people really guided me and were helpful. And you know, it's funny because when I came to NYU, I didn't really know about the Islamic community. Like I didn't, you know, some people really apply and that's why they apply, right? That draws them in. I didn't know anything about the MSA, even though I was from New York. But so I never thought that I could have such a full college experience in this sort of environment. And I did. Like I never thought that going to college would make me a person that of more faith, rather than, you know, someone that sort of lost touch with faith, which, you know, I think sadly happens to some people during this time in their life. So I would definitely say, like, the coolest thing about this MSA is that everyone's accepting, everyone's loving, and, you know, people are really guiding and not in a forceful way. So yeah, come here more than I did, but come here.
Sarah Elias. She's super cool, super fun, super chill. I will forever cherish our museum visits. You often keep me company on the weekends, which is great. I love talking about you and getting expensive food. Not talking with you and getting expensive food with you.
I'm really gonna miss Fad because our friendship has really grown over the past 2 years that I knew him, from sophomore to junior year. I remember over the summer I spent a lot of time with him because he was a summer RA at Senior House. We talked about the most obscure things for hours. I think we talked about like Pakistani dramas once for like 2 hours or something. We talked about movies. I remember one time like we were on like the website of Rotten Tomatoes for an hour discussing which movies were good or bad. We shared a lot of opinions on movies apparently. But I think one of my favorite memories with Fad was that he organized this like trip for a bunch of his friends to see like How to Train Your Dragon 2, which is one of his favorite movies by far. And it was during Ramadan, so like I spent my entire like day and night at his place, and we played cards until suhoor, and it was really amazing and one of my favorite memories at NYU.
Okay, I definitely have to start with Fad also. I don't think I thank you enough for this, but you literally brought me into the IC through mentorship, and if I never met you, I wouldn't have any of the friends that I have now, and I wouldn't even be here making this video right now, so thank you, Fad. You made my experience at NYU amazing.
I remember the first day I met you, I thought you were really weird, really awkward, but as I got to know you, I realized that you are actually one of my best friends here at the IC, and I don't know how I would have gotten through this semester without you. So I'm really sad you're leaving, but I hope you do well, and I know you'll achieve great things. So bye.
I have 6 brothers, so Jihad is like the sister I've actually never had, and it's just been so great. Like, she just helps me with everything, just school advice, life advice. Let's see. There is one thing I have to say about Jihad. If you go to a supermarket with her, do not scream her name in the middle of the supermarket because people will look at you strangely. So yeah, Jihad's awesome. I wish you the best of luck, Jihad. Love you.
Shout out to Shati. You've been a huge part of my college experience, and I really do not know what I'm going to do without you next year. Thank you so much for being an incredible best friend, for always being there for me during my lowest moments, and for being one of the very few people I can really trust and depend on. And I wish you all the happiness because you deserve nothing less, and I wish you all the luck in law school.
Ask us a question.
Ask you a question?
Like, what do you miss most about
wait, you guys have to you have to be more together. Like literally together.
What if we move back? Okay, move down so
like your shoulders should be touching.
I don't know how this. Okay, just move the chair down. The chairs are not allowing that to happen.
Then sit on each other.
This is the closest I've ever been to these guys, and I lived with them for a semester and slept in the same room as them. Yeah.
Oh my god. This is beautiful.
This is boring right now.
Okay. tell me about who you're gonna miss the most.
Noor, get out of here.
I'm going to miss. What are you guys gonna miss the most? Definitely not Noor. What are you guys gonna
miss the most? That's such a hard question to answer.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's start this the right way. Okay.
So you already started.
We plus Jaffer who just like ran out because he had a lot of work to do. We lived together.
Typical.
We lived together in Carlisle, C290, sophomore year, fall semester, and then they abandoned me to go to Australia, and then our friendship had changed forever.
Yeah,
we were never friends again after that.
Yeah, like I freaking hate him.
Asad was always asleep in Carlisle though.
It was always me, Amel, Jaffer up late at night, like going to front and coming back, saying stupid things.
Oh my god!
Talking about us. I
remember the moment that we probably broke the ice was when I came into Fad and Jaffer's room with pretzels and Nutella.
Oh my god!
We had a jar of pretzels like this big, and a big like bucket of Nutella. Also, and I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna eat just pretzels. I don't know when I'm gonna eat just Nutella. So might as well just eat them both together.
I'm gonna take credit for introducing them to pretzels and Nutella.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the only thing else.
That was also a late night. We started eating.
I didn't do anything else except for that. But yeah,
this used to happen all the time. Like we were up till 3 a.m. We're like, all right, guys, we're gonna sleep, and the next thing you know, Amel comes into our room literally at like 3:30 with pretzel Nutella, and we end up staying up till like 7 a.m.
Talking about licking my face.
Yeah, we had some weird conversations.
You could bleep that part out. I don't know if that's allowed.
Yeah, I don't know. We talked about some other stuff too, which we're not gonna mention now.
But
there were also the Orgo days.
But the IC is what brought us together.
Yeah.
Why we decided to live together. I remember we met Amel like 3 weeks, or like at the end of second semester, and like a week after knowing him, we asked him like, "Do you want to room with us?"
Yeah, that's right. I found Ellen. I'm like, all right. I was telling us and Jaffer like, okay, this guy seems pretty chill. Like, should we room with him because we need a fourth person?
Yeah, we were talking about it, you and me.
Yeah, and we're like, really, I don't know. This guy's kind of weird though. Like, we didn't actually think.
This guy has some crazy hair, man.
Yeah, Emma had such crazy long hair at the moment, acting all cool. So like
Zayn Malik. During this part of the video, you should find a photo of me on Facebook and just like have it like. Going
yeah, I'm glad you're saying it.
Thank you for that.
During the video.
But like, that's how we.
No, let me tell you. Okay, so I met Asad when me and him and Anam Ahmed were supposed to go watch SNL. We were supposed to go watch SNL. So we took the subway all the way to Rockefeller Center, and we were like, "Oh, this is a really big line."
That was the night One Direction was playing there.
Yeah,
so there was girls camping out from like Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I remember I met Emil. We were sitting once at the icy couches. I was talking to Omar Egyptian about some like he was telling me about some psych thing, and Emil just randomly butts in the conversation. He's like, "Hey, I know about this too. Like, I know what this is," and he's just like tries to like be included in the loop, and we're like, "Who is this guy?"
Fod's like, like random commuter. Turns out we lived like a floor apart, and we never knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to IHOP together that night, and
that night, yeah, that was the night he asked.
That was the night I proposed to him to be our roommate. That was that night.
Fog on one knee, he had a pancake in one hand, syrup in the other.
That's weird. Okay. So Jaffer was our fourth roommate. Me and him sat next to each other in Gen Chem recitation for an entire semester before we knew each other. And the day we met each other was then the day we realized we were going to be living together.
That's it.
And so the story about Jaffer, right? He used to the first day of Gen Chem recitation. He sat next to me, like that's where we just like randomly decided to sit next to each other.
That's not true. Jaffer said Jaffer had a different take. He's like, Amel's kind of weird. Like we don't even know each other, but every time he sits next to me in Gen Chem recitation, Jaffer was like, the whole classroom could be empty. I have to get a random seat across the room. Amel's guy, I don't even know at this point. He just comes up and says,
"No, so wrong."
This is what he said every
100% wrong. No, Jaffer sat next to me, right? But then every recitation following that, I would be like the first one in recitation, and the rest of the class would be empty. He would walk in like second, and the rest of the class would still be empty, but he'd sit next to me anyway.
Crazy thing, Amel would be the first one in any class ever.
Yeah.
Can you believe that at this point?
Gen Chem was my peak. Gen Chem was my peak.
Yeah.
But no.
But that was all the start of it. We had some crazy times living together. Carlisle was crazy.
Music playing, all freshman and sophomore, enjoy it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Then you'll be.
We played so many pranks on each other. We did some crazy things like. Yeah.
We tricked Asad into believing there was a djinn in our room.
They tricked me into thinking Amel had a baby.
Yeah.
It was weird. They did it really well.
Yeah.
But
we're not gonna go into all these things.
Yeah.
We'd be here all day.
Yeah, exactly. But those were good times. And then after that, Donnie and I went to Sydney, and that was a whole different thing, and like all those nights.
Shout out to Donnie.
Yeah, shout out to Donnie right here. He was our buddy in Sydney. He was our buddy in Sydney. Like those memories are unforgettable. Some of the best times we've ever had.
He's not just your buddy in Sydney, he's your buddy for life.
Okay, I know. You have to tell me what to say. Come on.
Do you guys want to say goodbye to any specific people or?
We have a lot of people.
Underclassmen. I could start off. So there's so many people I'd like to thank. So many people that have really made this experience meaningful for me, and so many people who they themselves mean a lot to me. When I first came here, like the upperclassmen, they really paved the way for me to like become who I am today, and for me to make my way into the IC. Like my cousin Saad, I definitely want to shout out to him. He's always been there with me throughout all the years, most of the years anyways. He graduated 1 year early, but he introduced me to everyone here. Donnie was always there for me throughout all my years here. Even now, I still see him a lot, and he's always been there. I met Sarah Ali late, but she's definitely someone I want to shout out to as well. And everyone in our class, obviously these two guys, including Jaffa, wherever he is, but Sarah, Zira. There's so many people in our class too, and then a class under us, Noor, Hadil, Mehaz. There's just so many people that come to mind. I don't even know where to begin, but they definitely mean a lot, and I hope we can continue our friendship right where we left off, even after college, as we move on to the next phase of our life.
Your turn.
Everyone's great, man. I remember when I came to the IC, who were the people that made like a big difference for me? Adam Ahmed was one person who made a lot of difference. These are like people that graduated, like you guys might not even know them. Ahmad Raza, Ali Shah, Abid Hussain. These people made a like big difference on me. I'm sure like made a big difference on you guys too.
Definitely did.
Fahd just mentioned like Saad was like always around, helped me with a lot of stuff. Like one of the first like really good friends I made.
He was the original pre-health mentor.
Yeah.
He's like the pre-health guy.
But I mean, I'm gonna miss like just being around, like meeting new people in general. Like I always loved like seeing the freshmen come in every year and like watch them become friends. That's like always something I really enjoy, and like just like the first like couple of weeks when people like start to like become friends and like open up after like their first like initial shy stages. I mean, I've seen like a lot of people go through it. Even like someone like Mehad, who was like who I met like during Welcome Week of last year, and I don't know how true this is, but he always says like, oh, I made a big difference on him early on. And
probably says that to everyone.
Yeah, he probably says that to everyone. Knowing you, Mehad, you probably say that to everybody. But no, Mehad, I remember Laiba, who I met like also at the beginning of last year. I was trying to make like jokes with her a little bit, and she thought I was like really mean. I'm like, oh, awkward. This girl's probably never gonna come back to the IC. But then she did, and we became really good friends as well. So shout out to Laiba, Noor Rustam, Hadil. Just really amazing people in our year that like that are sort of like, you know, going out of New York that we might not see very often. Mahin Shamsi, Sarah Bahrain, Dani Paul, just like people that like we love so much and that like mean so much to us. And just everyone at the IC, Khalid, Priya, Medina. Shukriya to all you guys.
Just another thing I want to mention, also like in our class we got to know Nimra kind of late, but she's like definitely someone that means a lot to us, and like, so that's definitely want to give a shout out to her as well.
No matter how annoyed she gets at me for my sexist jokes.
Yeah, she gets annoyed at all of us, but we deal with it.
But she deals with it.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to the Lunches crew, Aisha Chaudhry, Amin Ajmiri. You know, Mondays every day at 4:30. We're filming that show. It's gonna air on Showtime soon, so just check it out. It's gonna be on TV.
I also want to say, Emel's like, he's the most inclusive person, which is amazing. Every time we do anything, whether we're studying for physics, we're doing something in like Founders, we're doing anything, Emil will literally be like, alright, I'm coming, brings like 50 other people with him. Like every single person who's around him just comes with him. He's like, guys, come on, everyone just come. We're studying physics, but come on, everyone come.
Yo, everybody, come on, come through. Now we'll be fine. The exam's gonna be fine. Just come through and have a party.
Well, I'm not gonna reiterate everything they said. Like they basically mentioned a lot of people who were influential. Like when we were freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, people who are now graduated. But I just want to shout out to like the younger guys who are here, like passing on the mantle to you. I feel like I got closer to all of you like this semester through like late night hangouts and stuff, doing a lot of fun things. Samin, Sahel, Munzo, Zarif, and Usman, like all your other freshmen. Who else? There's a lot of guys who come. Ibrahim, like all you younger like guys, like
you guys are our boys.
Yeah. So
you guys have
I got to know you guys like now recently because I feel like I was like out of it last semester. Wasn't really hanging out as much, and it was fun to get to know you guys. So make the ICA as special as it is.
The torch is passed on to you guys. Make the most of it.
Yeah, I love you all. And we're definitely gonna miss you guys.
Good to go.
Sure.
Amar Galani is banned forever.
Also, Amar Galani, like, I don't know what you did, but like.
One of the reasons I want to help out at the IC is because of how much work Zohaib puts into it. I look at him as a role model and I try to strive as much as he does because he literally worries about every little thing, and it's really inspiring.
Thank you for all the memorable experiences that we've had. Each and every one of you, I think I've had like really good memories with, and I'm never gonna forget them. And I appreciate all of you for that. Don't forget us, and always know that we have your back. So whenever you need anything, feel free to reach back to us. And thank you all for like the late nights and the deep talks and the Mafia games and the late meetings at Boast. Asad, keep working out, man. Amel, keep rapping. Fad, do not stop being awkward. Jaffer, keep studying. Nimra, keep commuting. Sarah, keep being Khaliji. We're gonna miss you guys a lot. Love you.
I'm really glad that I lived in Graham my senior year. This is because I became best friends with Medina, who's probably my favorite person at the IC. That's because there's something pure and unadulterated about the love she gives you, and honestly at the end of the day sometimes all I need to see is that baby. And I love that when she comes to the IC, I'm one of the few people she'll go to, because honestly, like, it makes me feel really special. And Khalid and Priya, you guys have been the most wonderful neighbors. Thank you for letting me borrow your olive oil and your baking trays, and you know, just providing me food every now and then, and driving me home, and keeping me company. And I really appreciate you guys for that. And I'm so sad I won't be here for the second baby, but I hope he's healthy and lucky, and inshallah he'll be wonderful, and he'll make you guys so happy, and hopefully I'll come visit.
I wish you guys could be here longer, and I mean, if you're ever around, come through. So yeah, and again, I love Saif and Zohaib. Okay, you guys will be around it.
Congratulations to all the seniors who are graduating. A lot of you guys were, well, all of you guys were sophomores when I was a freshman, and you guys were really great about bringing me into the IC, and I'll never forget how amazing you made my freshman year. And I can't believe that 3 years have already gone by and now you guys are graduating. But I wish you all the best and best of luck with your future endeavors, and I know you guys are all going to do amazing things.
Anybody have any thoughts? Is anybody gonna miss me?
I feel so weird filming this.
Is anybody even gonna miss me?
Kendrick, crying voice, returns.
Do you catch that? Somebody said go away. I feel like this has been the past 4 years of my life at NYU. Everyone's just like, go away. Do you guys remember Sister Sister?
Yeah.
Go home, Roger.
Go home, Amel.
Hello. My name is Asad.
And my name is Jaffer.
And my name is Amel.
And my name is Fad.
We would like to thank all of you
for the
friendship,
for the
laughs,
for the games of Mafia,
for the guys' nights. You know who you are.
For the
late nights at food,
for the
meal swipes,
for the birthday surprises,
but most of all, for the memories.
Through the drama
and the exams
and the hurricanes
and the snowstorms,
you were all there.
Watching horror movies,
playing card games,
grabbing iftar.
The family that prays together stays together. Wherever we may go,
you are always with us,
and we are always with you.
Heart to heart,
hand in hand.
We will always be with the IC,
and the IC will always be with us. And together,
we can do anything.
So thank you.
We won't say we will miss you,
because you will always be here.
And here.
Shukriya and Khudafis.
Bye, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. How do I breathe without you? I'm feeling so cold. I'll be waiting right here for you till the day